Hello, I bet you're here to see a little tour of the Troopy. Well, come on over.
I came from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
Alright, so this is a 2020 GXL Troopcarrier that we bought brand new. We've been kitting out over the last 2 years. Starting with the front, we have ARB Deluxe Big Tube bull bar. On top here we got a 6.6 dB whip. And underneath here we got a 12,000 pound Carbon Australia winch. And for a bit of extra protection we've got a ARB radiator bash plate underneath here. Come around the side. Coming around the side here we have ARB Big Tube side rails and side step. Fiery Armax snorkel. Up here we got the axe holder and axe for chopping up firewood. Then we got the 23-0 shower tent for all our showers. Really easy to set up. And you're ready for a shower. Let me take you around the back. Coming around the back here we got the Outback Accessories bumper. Really strong and sturdy and has some nice side protection for your back seals. Our one spare tyre with the crash pad bag. Dirty boy. On this side, we've got the West Coast Customs box. Absolutely awesome. It holds our fuel for the boat. Inside here, carries our chainsaw, jerry can, gas bottle, little toolbox, as well as a little bucket. This also works as our table for our cooker. Comes around the side here. Around the back here we have our gas bottle holder for our spare gas bottle. Also a little sneaky spot for my fishing rod when I feel like flicking a line. Our tap. This is fed by a 54 litre stainless steel water tank from Long Ranger. Going up to the top now, we have our work lights, which are for reversing and setting up camp. To the tent. This is our Bush Company Alpha tent. Very easy setting up. Has a huge rain fly, which is great in the wet weather. Alrighty, coming around to this side. Starting at the top here, we got our Bush Company XT 270-degree awning. This is by far my favourite addition to the car. Super quick and easy to set up and super strong. As well as it holds all our lights for doing the night time. Coming down here we got our quick pitch Maxtrax table. Definitely the easiest way to get your Maxtrax out. Just pull that out, they come out, chuck it back in. Our prep table. This is where we do all our food prep and roadside stops. One thing I forgot to mention is the ARB colour-coded flares, just to widen out the stance for the wider tyres. Come around the front, I'll show you in the engine bay. Alrighty, the engine bay. The big old V8 donk. Starting over here, we got our secondary fuel filter from Brown Davis, absolute must-have on these VDJs. Over here we have our ARB diff breathers, Coming around, we got our filler for our water tank. On the other side there, we got our HPD catch can, which is also a must-have on these VDJs. We've had a conservative tune done by Reaper, as well as a 3-inch exhaust, making about 150 kilowatts. Other than that, it's quite stock underneath here, keeping it safe for touring. Why don't we have a little peek underneath now? Coming down the bottom here, we have a set of 315 75 16 Nitto trail gabblers on a set of 16 by 8 neg 25 king rims. Suspension wise, we're running a GVM upgrade to 3760 from Old Man Emu with a set of BP51 remote reservoir shocks. We're running a 600 kg leaf pack in the rear. We've got a pair of Blackhawk radius arms to correct the caster and push the diff a bit forward to stop it from scrubbing. Let's check out the inside. Into the interior, the cockpit, the saddle. Starting at the top here, we got our hat holders. Coming down, we have our roof console, which holds all our camera gear and books, as well as we've got some 240 volt outlets for charging stuff. Over here we got our Hammer HX1 for navigation. For communications, we got our XRS 370 from GME. For a bit of luxury in the Troopy, we got the Department of Interior center console, and we got a set of black duck seat covers, which is an absolute must-have. Behind me here we got the roof net for all bigger clothing items and towels and things. We've also got these pigeonhole boxes, which is for all our clothing. Next to that, we've got two 20-litre jerry cans for backup water, and that's about it for in here. There's just a few more things out the back. Let's go check them out. Starting on this side, we've got our little drop-down sink for doing all our dishes. Next to that, we got our little mini axe for chopping up kindling. Alrighty, on the top here, we got our boat motor. You probably noticed we got a little fold-out boat on the roof there, but I'll get into that a bit more in another video. That's the rest of the boat over there. Another little toolbox, camp chair. Over on that side, we got our shower system. Coming down here, we got my spear gun and a couple of fishing rods that sit in there. Got our folding out table. Inside here is where I keep all my spares and other little tools and odds and sods. Top drawer, this is where we keep all of our food and supplies. Down the bottom is all of our cooking gear, cutlery, plates, pots and pans. Special. These are two Waco CFXs. This is our 40 litre and 35 litre. That works as our fridge, this works as our freezer. Down the bottom here, we've got our little odds and sods drawer. Come a bit closer and I'll show you a bit more of our power system. On the top here, we got all our switching for our lighting, as well as our compressor and our water pump. Coming down here, we got a couple C sockets for charging items. And then we got our charging system over here. This is an Anderson plug for our solar input. Then we got a little display showing where our battery is at. Down here we got a couple outlets for 240 volt charging and running our coffee maker and toasty maker. And down here is just the outlet for our compressor. Inside here we got a 100 amp hour lithium battery from Renogy, as well as a 1000 watt inverter to power us through. What was I supposed to say?
That's it.
Well, that's it. Alrighty, that's it for the Troopy. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, chuck them in the comments below. You know where to subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one.